welcome to another video on One Piece, and this is episode 761, I'm guessing? Could be wrong about that, but you know what episode it is because it's in the title of this video. And let's just get into it. First of all, I know people say I shouldn't apologize for my hair, but I have just showered and I did not bother drying this, so yeah. If I'm dripping, that's why. But yeah, let's get into it. As with I find that I do with all these videos, let me start talking about the girls, because I always talk about the girls. This episode was good for the girls, animation-wise, and also story-wise, but let me start animation-wise, because... girls. That sounded so gay. That doesn't matter. The girls. Let me start... Nami. My sweet, sweet girl. I should probably get into talking about her. This episode was good for her. I have been slightly complaining about how they drew the girls for the last couple of episodes. Not as much last time, but before that we all... yeah. This episode, I don't know if you noticed, but Nami's boobs, 95% of this episode, looked like normal boobs. I think that they were even smaller in the manga, possibly, maybe. But they were realistic, like they were so big compared to normal boobs, but they looked hella good. I become really happy as a person with boobs when boobs in anime look realistic, because then you're like, yes, this is the fan service I want. I mean, just apart from that, it's just because Nami in the manga is like a 12, like out of 10. Nami in the anime is like consistently 5 to 7, and this episode she was a solid 10. Nami, right? Also, a big episode for whoever out there ships Wanda and Nami. Let's not furry shame anyone. Good episode. Very nice episode. And I've been complaining the most about Robin for all these episodes. Her face looked great. The proportions were normal. Boobs still bigger than they should be, but at least she stopped looking like a penis. Whoever directed and animated this, keep doing this. Good shit. Good shit right there. I should stop talking about the girls, but I will continue. Because you might know I'm quite emotional, and I've found that recently I just cry very easily, like very easily. And this episode had me crying twice. I said last week that compared to what we got 2 weeks ago, last week's episode was like a masterpiece. This episode, though I do believe the animation quality wasn't as high as in the previous one because we had quite a lot of still shots in this one, this episode I personally found better than last week's. Cause, oh my god, let's start with, let's keep talking about the girls. The scene with Wanda and Nami where Wanda comes and attacks Nami and she's basically like, leave this island, we don't have the person you're looking for, and then Pedro comes in and is like, these people aren't gonna hurt us, or is it it's both Pedro and Tristan, and you just have Wanda like crying and being like, oh my god, and then you have Chopper and Sanji and Brooke and Nami just being like, we need to save all these people, and she starts crying and she doesn't understand that these people are saving them because they've been through so much shit, and then suddenly these 4 random people and a dragon and a gas man who's like an unknown identity at this point for them, they just come in, they don't know them, and they're just like, let's save all these people, and that's such a... I swear to god, I just... that hit the feels hard, and I didn't even cry in the manga, but I cried in the anime, and that's good shit. Second time I cried, let me just continue on this crying train that I'm on. I cannot listen to Bing Sake without crying. It's... and I mean just like the montage thing that we got with them just helping the Mings, and just, like Sanji cooking is already like a plus in my book. That's everything that I want in life. And then just Brooke coming in and started playing Bing Sake. I can't with this shit, it's too good. See, now we're back to me fangirling. This is why I don't give up on the anime. It's because of episodes like this. And it was such a like... Unlike the previous episode where we had a lot of action and then the ending with Arashi and Nekomamushi, I'm sorry, Dogstorm and Cat Burglar, having had their limbs cut off and then going into this really heartwarming episode. It's just... it's everything that I want. And... also, let me just talk about for a second, because this is something that just occurred to me, like, right now. This group that we're with right now, like Sanji, Nami, Brook, and Chopper, they are, like, by default, and I will fight you on this, the 4 nicest people on the crew. Like, Luffy is nice as well, but these 4 people are they are so kind and nice, and their whole, like, their entire personality is just, like, helping people. We see this, like, Sanji, of course, he's like, I will feed anyone who's starving. Chopper is like, I will literally help you out even though you're potentially my enemy, but if you're wounded and you haven't actually hurt me yet, I will help you, and then I'll beat you up if you need to. Then we have Brook, spent 50 years alone on the ship, and he just likes people in general. Like, he's a magician, he's just nice and upbeat, and everything about him is just so great. And also, let me on topic of Brook, I just got really happy when his, like, ghost form started helping out other people and they weren't scared of him. I thought that was amazing. And then we have Nami, like, throughout the New World especially, she's just been so ready to give help to everyone, like, especially in Punk Hazard when she helped the kids. And these 4 people are just so damn nice. I think that's so heartwarming, because the others are kind too, but it's, like, so different, because we have, like, Zoro, who's, I mean, he's probably nice, but it's not like something he shows. And then we have Robin, who, yeah, she's a nice person as well, but again, not something she shows. Then there's, of course, Frankie, who cries a lot, and Usopp, he's kind, but it's also different because he's more on guard. And then there's Luffy, who's just, he's kind as well. But still, this group of people, they're so kind, and it was so... I mean, it's intentional for Oda, but it was so lucky for the Minx that they got these 4 people who are so ready to, like, extend their help and just... I really like this episode. Also, in the scene where Caesar does the Roko thing and neutralizes the gas, we got that piece of music, and I don't know if this is new music or I'm just really forgetful, but I got some serious Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban vibes from that music. I don't know if that's just me because I'm a total Harry Potter nerd and this music was just weirdly nostalgic, but that music was so good. And if you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, imagine the scenes we had by the end of the Harry Potter movie, where it's all night and around the time where Lupin turns into a werewolf. Like, that music was just so good. Either way, nice music choices all through all this episode. Also, I don't know, in the scenes where I was about to say Tristan, but where Sanji saves Nami and Brook, and you know, those scenes we've seen before, was that reused animation or did they alter those slightly? Because as soon as we got into that, I was like, okay, it'd be really easy for them to just reuse the animation we've already seen. But because it's been so long, I can't determine whether or not that's reused, which is like, good, because if I doubt it, then congratulations, you succeeded in using reused animation if that's what you actually did. So yeah, congrats. Feel free to leave in the comments below if that was reused, but either way, I enjoyed this episode a lot. Also, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, this episode started at, like, it had the title card at 5 minutes. Like, I was so surprised because in the last 3 or 4 episodes, we've had the title card at 6 minutes or over that. Last time I think it was 6:15. I was like, okay. This episode was at 5, and it was consistently good. Again, there were some still shots, but every time we had that, we had like the music or just the atmosphere being right, so it worked. And I don't know who directed this episode, but whoever you are, you're good. Keep working on One Piece. You are good. Good job. This episode was really good. What can I say? I think oh yeah, right, I forgot. Oh yeah, Pedro. There was that one scene with where Pedro is eating and Sanji just comes up to him and says, "This is just so damn good, right?" And Pedro's just like, "Yeah, but you should give more food to the other people." And Sanji just goes, "No, eat as much as you want, I can always make more." Yeah, this episode got me. Like, and just, I already said this, but just a montage of the Straw Hats helping, and this is everything I love about One Piece, almost. So good, so good. Damn. I think the last thing I can talk about is just the ending where we finally go to see Cat Viper, and next episode is probably the Cat Viper song. I haven't actually heard it yet. I've been holding myself back because I know you can find it on YouTube, but I wanted to hear it in the anime. But I guess that's all I have to say about this episode, really. Please don't spoil it for me or ruin it for me by saying that you didn't like this episode, because I really did. And yeah, leave in comments below what you thought, and leave a thumbs up on this video if you liked anything that I had to say, and I guess you can subscribe if you want to see more of videos like this. If this is the first episode you've seen of me, I don't always fangirl this much about the anime, but and I do give criticism where criticism is due, but good episodes get a lot of fangirls, so yeah, this is also why this is not a review. If, again, this is the first you've seen, this is just my thoughts on, so I am allowed to fangirl and I am allowed to be annoyed when I'm annoyed. So yeah, you can subscribe if you want to see more. I also do reviews of One Piece the manga, Boku no Hero Academia, Haikyuu, and Shokugeki no Soma, and I do videos a lot more in style with this for the Haikyuu anime. So if you're into any of those, you can subscribe, and until next time, bye!